Okay. I have seen at least one other person has had this bug. And thanks to talking with Dennis, the person who maintains the Roblox to Blender and back plugin, I have fixed the bug. I don't know if this will fix it for everybody, but at least it is a fix if you are suffering from the same problem and happen to have the same solution. So, at least with this R15 rig, it will work with any rig if you do this. When I made the IK for this rig, I made these. The IK Masters is just how I prefer, but the problem is I duplicated a pre-existing bone. E.g., at this point, I duplicated the left hand and just scaled it up a little bit, which means it was unhappy with that idea. And the reason is, if you go down into bone properties here, down to custom properties, you'll see all of this stuff right here. This tells the plugin that this is a bone that existed inside of Studio, and it will need to, transform the animation in here to somehow into Roblox. But since I have created this plugin or this bone inside of Blender, not have it pre-existing inside of Studio, it cannot export. It will give an error. And that error is this one, where you see it is unable to, right down here, you'll see this. It is unable to bone.parent.bone transform, and then the object has no attribute bone. If you see this, then that is because of this problem. Oops. So if you go to edit again, like I said, and you find any bones that aren't there inside of Studio, where you have duplicated the bone to duplicated the bone for some form of something inside of Blender but not needing it in Studio, you will have to go through and you'll delete all of these. And do that for every bone you've duplicated but aren't actually inside of Studio. Now be careful to not accidentally delete the same information for, say for instance, this bone right here, the right foot bone, is in Studio. So that needs to keep its information, so that the plugin can export still properly. Now if I take it to pose mode and I try to export this again, problem solved, exported perfectly fine. I hope this helps.